Reality TV star Todd Chrisley was released from the custody of the Bureau of Prisons today. It came hours after Chrisley and his wife Julie were pardoned by President Trump. The couple, who starred in the USA Network show Chrisley Knows Best, were convicted in a multi-million-dollar tax evasion and bank scheme in 2022. Todd was serving out his 12-year sentence in the federal prison in Pensacola until his release today.
We just want to get home. We want to get home. We want to be reunited. It's going to take a while. They've been behind walls for 2.5 years, and they thought they were going to be here for 12 and 7 years. So I think there's going to be some PTSD.
It just brought tears to my eyes because I was so happy for him. Yeah, I just want to see him and tell him that I love him, even if it's off a distance. I just holler at him and say, Todd, I love you. I love your whole family.
Julie Chrisley has been serving out her 7-year sentence at the Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. She's expected to be released sometime soon.
So we've been waiting for your dad to come out.
I know.
You keep thinking any minute.
I know.
Yeah.
Honestly, this process has been absolutely insane, and I'm just so grateful that I'm going to leave here with my dad. My brother Grayson is there to pick up my mom, so he's waiting. President Trump signed the pardons, I think at around 3 p.m. this afternoon. And it's all due to President Trump, Alice Johnson, Ed Martin, all of them. They have truly just shown up, and they've looked at this case with a fine-tooth comb, and they've seen the corruption. And for many people that may not understand why this pardon is happening, there were Fourth Amendment violations. They accused my family of terrorism just to run a financial report. There were Brady violations. I mean, you name it, it was done in our case. They had my father's face on a dartboard, and that right there is not justice. So I'm ecstatic. President Trump's order that I got states, let me read it. I hereby designate, direct, and empower the Attorney General as my representative to sign the grant of clemency to the person named. I hereby designate, direct, and empower the acting director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons as my representative to immediately release the person. So he is to be immediately released, and I hope that the prison is going to do that shortly. So now I just sit and wait. I have literally been here. I got here at, I think it was 2 a.m. last night, and I have not gone to sleep. I did not bring any clothes with me. I did not bring a toothbrush with me. I brought absolutely nothing with me because I'm just a daughter who wants to take my dad home with me. So,
what was your dad's reaction when he found out?
They didn't believe it. I think it literally came out of nowhere. As I said, I was walking into the grocery store when I got the call from the president. And I was just in such shock and in such awe that the president himself called me and took the time to let me know that my family was coming back together. And for that, I will forever be grateful that we have an administration that is reuniting families. There was not only just my parents' clemencies that happened today, but I think there was at least 10, 15, 20 others that happened today. And there are a lot of families that are rejoicing, getting their loved ones back. And my little sister's at home. She's called me a gazillion times. Do you have dad yet? Do you have dad yet? So now we just sit and wait.
Were you the one who told your parents? Did you tell your parents?
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
It was great. It was absolutely amazing. My mom was in tears.
When you spoke with the president, what words were spoken between you and he?
Yes, all of our correspondence was on video. So he just called to let me know that he was reuniting my family. And he and my brother Grayson got to speak about the University of Alabama, where Trump just gave, where President Trump just gave the commencement speech. So it was absolutely amazing. It truly was just a human-to-human interaction. Yes, he is our president, but he's also a person with a heart and who loves people well. And over the past 24 hours, I've gotten so much love and so much hate, and I've had people say, I wonder what she had to do to get this pardon. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to do anything other than stand firm in my beliefs and my convictions and fight for my parents and fight for what was right. And not only am I fighting for my parents, I'm literally fighting for every single man that's being left behind here today. There are so many here that deserve a second chance, and Alice Johnson said it best. This isn't just for individuals who have been wrongfully convicted. This clemency process is for individuals who have served their time, who have been rehabilitated, who maybe just the punishment didn't fit the crime. So I truly believe that Ed Martin, Alice Johnson, the president, everyone in the pardon office, they're going to stand firm in their promises that they've made to us. And this new director of the Bureau of Prisons, Billy Marshall, I mean, I truly do believe that he is what this Bureau needs. And I've gotten the opportunity to have discussions with him, and he is going to bring change. He's going to expose the corruption, and he's going to hold people accountable. And I think now in this administration, we're going to have a Bureau of Prisons that we've all wanted, which is to rehabilitate individuals. Because at the end of the day, they are going to enter back into society. So we want them to enter back into society in a safer, faster manner and be rehabilitated.
Your dad has really called out the staff here, the issues here, the
Yes.
inhumane conditions. Are you confident that they're going to handle this process fairly in terms of releasing him? I mean, they've been nice to him today.
Yeah, of course, there's individuals who are being nice today, and I think they're getting nervous. There have been some really good individuals, and I'm not going to take that away from the Bureau. Of course, there's some corruption that needs to be weeded out, but for the good ones that are here, I'm grateful for them, and due to them, we can potentially have lasting change. But we've got to weed out the really crappy ones.
Can you talk about any plans your family has, short-term and long-term?
Yes, I mean, my family, we just want to get home. We want to get home. We want to be reunited. It's going to take a while. They've been behind walls for 2.5 years, and they thought they were going to be here for 12 and 7 years. So I think there's going to be some PTSD. There's going to be just the way that this system has been ran is not one that takes individuals' mental health into account. So it's going to be a journey, but honestly, with God on our side and with the support system that we have, I have a feeling that God is going to repay us tenfold.
What's it mean seeing the supporters out here just waiting for your dad to get out?
Yes, I'll wait till this truck goes by.
So there's always a chance.
Right, there's always. Honestly, I think for all the individuals that are here that have supported my family, thank you.
Oh, we're so happy.
Thank you. Just the people that have shown up here today. I know there's people at my mom's place. There's people with Trump flags flying. I mean, this president has given people hope in a future, hope in a brighter future, not just, as people like to say, for the wealthy or the people who have campaigned for him. He is truly giving everyone a chance at a better life, and for that, I will forever be grateful.
Savannah, this is very early to ask, but people online are really wanting to know, any idea that your family might return to the screen again?
Yes. We have a new show coming out on Lifetime, and it will document all of these things. And we're excited. It's all God. We literally could not have done it. It's all God and President Trump at this point, so yes.
When was the last time your parents have spoken to each other?
My parents have not spoken to each other, heard each other's voices, or seen each other in the past 2.5 years. It has been extremely difficult. Their 29th wedding anniversary was on May 25th. So we're only a few days out from that. So when they reunite, we're going to celebrate anniversaries, birthdays, Christmases, all the things, because we're going to make up for the lost time. But I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. The past 2.5 years has taught me so much, and I am a privileged white girl. I didn't know that there was a system that operated this way. And my parents going to prison, I thank God for it, because it opened my eyes to something so much greater than ourselves. And it opened my eyes to the men and women that are in this system that need people to fight for them. And this doesn't just stop with my family. I'm going to get my parents home, and I will be back in D.C., and I will continue to fight for these men and women and reforms, and especially for women in the system. We need more bills in front of Congress, and we need to make sure that these individuals are rehabilitated and we're giving them proper tools to succeed, because right now we just aren't.
What do you anticipate the process being like when you go in there?
I think they're ready to throw him out at this point. So I don't think it'll be too difficult. I think they're ready to throw him out and get him out, because we have exposed a lot of corruption, and I will continue to do so. And like I said, we have Billy Marshall, who wants the corruption being exposed. He inherited a broken system. Colette Peters, will you step over there for me just for a minute? Thank you. Colette Peters, she destroyed this system. She did absolutely nothing to help the system. And I thought finally we had a woman in power. A woman was gonna do something, because we as women can accomplish a hell of a lot more than a man can, in my opinion. So nothing's more powerful than a pissed off woman, a pissed off mom, a pissed off daughter. And that's what got me to where I'm at. So Billy Marshall, I hope he and Josh Smith are going to change the system. And I believe they will. I know they will. And like I said, Alice Johnson is a force to be reckoned with. At 70 years old, she is the story that it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what cards you've been dealt. She is now working in the White House at 70 years old, and she was pardoned by President Trump, and she wants to see as many people out as she possibly can. She wants to give people a second chance. Alice Johnson is changing lives, and these men in here can change lives just like Alice Johnson can if they get out and they do right and they're rehabilitated.